Hello, friends, and welcome to the 116th episode of Snap Judgments, the official podcast of Marvel Snap Zone. I am joined today by not Roy Rogers, not Gunny T, not Nick the Greek Geek. I have been abandoned. You're getting Glazer alone. In addition, this was going to be a Sizer episode, but Sizer also abandoned me. Luckily, the GOAT comes through. My favorite Austrian all of a sudden taking Sizer out, just like murdering the king. We are joined today by our friend and yours, ToxicSoulKing. How you doing, Tox?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to have the opportunity to sit here and talk with you. I'm always happy to chit chat with you and just theorize about Snap. So thank God I'm now your favorite Austrian, so I can see you more often.
Well, in fairness, Granite Nodal is somewhere around there, just sitting there like, I'm coming for that crown. I'm coming. The only three Austrians I know at this point in the world. Okay, so ToxicSoulKing, what is your Twitch so people can find you?
It's ToxicSoulKing TTV. Ha! I memorized it from the last time.
Good job. Last time he forgot his own TTV. If you would ever like to see me hanging out in a stream, I am more likely to be there than any other stream watching him play. ToxicSoulKing plays extremely cool decks at an extremely high level with an extremely chill tone of stream. It is the best. Please go check out ToxicSoulKing. It is in no way a joke. Also, if you want to hear more ToxicSoulKing, and you check out my streams at twitch.tv/PulseGlazer, see that professional transition, y'all, at twitch.tv/PulseGlazer, basically whenever Tox is in chat, I'm like, hop on a call, and then we play a bunch of Marvel Snap together, because he's very fun to play with.
We
In
are maybe
addition,
not the best at winning, but we are really entertaining at losing.
we don't always play the same things the same ways. So we'll be like, do this. I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen this turn. And then we don't listen the next turn, and it becomes a little bit of a shit show. And then we end up having a conversation about what decision we made instead of making the next decision. But it's entertaining. And like, I think the strategy is still good, even if it's not unified. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like thought process described. If you are interested in way more Marvel Snap content, I'm a maniac. If you are brand new here, I release a video on YouTube every day at Snap Judgments Pod. I have at least 3 brand new decks every single day. Most days it's 4, every Friday, except yesterday, dear friends. Yesterday, as of this coming out, not yesterday, as of this recording, except yesterday, there's 10 decks most Fridays. Top 10 decks is going to be a Friday regular feature. In addition, I write an article every weekday on Marvel Snap Zone, and I stream about 5 or 6 days a week on Twitch at PulseGlazer. So please come check out some content if you want the most Marvel Snap content in the world. That is relatively high value, I think. I know a lot of top Infinite players watch me. Most of the top of the Infinite leaderboard watches, and then a bunch of people trying to hit Infinite watch. So there is apparently enough variety to support the game's ecosystem. So hopefully you check it out. Oh, that said, sorry, I usually get to breathe between things because we have another host, so I can like stop and be like, all right, what we're doing is we're gonna rank the top 5 cards at each cost slot because we haven't done that in a while. And I want to do that with ToxicSoulKing because I think it'd be a really fun topic. So, what you should be seeing on your screen if you're watching on YouTube or a Twitch VOD, I suppose, is the 14 ones that I think are the best one drops in Marvel Snap. We are going to narrow these down through discussion, the power of discussion, to a top 5. Tox.
Yeah.
Let me actually read the cards. We have Ant-Man, Aranya, Blade, Deadpool, Scarlet Spider, Human Torch, Kitty Pryde, Nico, Rocket Raccoon, Scorn, The Hood, Quicksilver, X-23, and Zabu. Tox, which of these cards do you think has to be in the top 5? Name one.
Hood.
Hood. Yeah, I think that is a really, really fair choice. I think Hood is an argument for being number 1. What makes you think Hood is so good right now?
It's just so versatile. Hood just feels like the pre-nerfed White Widow that just wasn't like, oh, so many decks that could afford him. We can run Hood just with a misery package. We have the Viper package. We have the Bounce package. Hood is so versatile. I feel like the downside that having a -3 just isn't there at all. I feel like Hood is like the strongest one drop, especially since Mr. Bob got nerfed. Yeah, it has so many good potential synergies with Victoria, with everything. Yeah,
I think I forgot to put Hydra Bob on the list too.
that's what I wanted to slowly say, but I'm fine without him.
So we have Hood. Hydra Bob should probably at least be worth discussing. Can I eliminate Ant-Man?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, let's eliminate another card. We've got Hood and Hydra Bob in our like final contention. Let's get rid of some things that aren't going to make it, we think.
I'm gonna eliminate X-23.
Yeah, that seems good. Destroy's not in a very good place. If we're eliminating X-23, can we also eliminate Deadpool?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because they go in the same deck. Now, I think Aranya and Ghost Spider are great, but I don't know if either of them are going to make the list. Also, I don't know how to pick just one.
I feel like if I would need to pick one, it's probably Aranya. Like
Yeah, but
watching
aren't we just going to
Sizer.
put Torch?
True. I mean, every move card is so strong as the one drops.
Yeah, but it's got to be Torch. Like, I don't want this
Okay.
list to be 3 move, 1 drops, Hood, and Hydra, right? So, like, if we're going to pick one,
True.
can we agree that it's Human Torch?
Okay, we go with Human Torch.
All right, fair enough. Okay, so goodbye to Aranya, goodbye to Ghost Spider. And now we suddenly are getting to the nitty gritty. Remaining on the not list yet. So we got Hood, Hydra Bob, and Human Torch. I'm gonna miss cards here and there. Sorry, there's a lot of cards in Snap. But we've got Zabu, Quicksilver, Scorn, Rocket, Nico, Kitty, and Blade. We have to have Zabu, right?
Yeah, definitely. Zabu is like Hood and how to include in a lot of card decks for me.
Yeah, me too. Agreed. Which means let's pick 2. Blade, Kitty, Nico, Rocket, Scorn, and Quicksilver. Which 2 would you pick?
I'm gonna go with Scorn since we don't want like probably 2 discard 1-drops. I might cut Blade and put in Scorn since Scorn is like a lot of pain right now. And
Okay.
the last one, probably because I like the versatility of it, is probably Nico.
I was going to go with Nico and Blade. I'm fine with Scorn over Blade as well, which means we are down to 6. And now we've got to pick 5 and order them. If we're going to eliminate one, I think it has to be Scorn.
Okay.
Hood, Hydra Bob, Human Torch, Zabu, and Nico.
I mean, I could argue with if is Hydra really that better than like Hydra is probably like number 5 if we go for top 5 cards.
I agree, but they just buffed Adam Warlock, and Iron Patriot is still a card, and Hydra Bob is very good with both of those cards.
Okay, I like that argument.
I
Okay,
just
then
like Scorn is so narrow, and nothing else here except Human Torch is as narrow, and Human Torch is just insanely strong.
true. Comparison with Human Torch, that's like a 120 best case. I see it.
Yeah. All right, so Scorn goes.
Scone goes. Scone can be top 6.
Hydra Bob goes to the 5 spot.
Mm-hmm.
Nico in the 4 spot.
Fits good.
All right, then our top 3 are going to be Hood, Human Torch, and Zabu. I think Zabu might be number 1.
That's crazy. I would have said Zabu is maybe number 3. Since
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so let's compromise and put. Well, what did you have Hood at number 1 and Torch at number 2?
Yeah, exactly.
So let's compromise and put Zabu at 2.
So who would be number 3 then?
Human Torch, because Human Torch is 1 deck, maybe 2.
Okay, with that aspect, that could be good. So we have Human Torch Freeze, Hood, Zabu 2 and Hood 1.
Mm-hmm.
Seems fitting.
So, number 1, we have Hood. Number 2, we have Zabu. Number 3, we have Human Torch. Number 4, Nico Minoru. And number 5, Hydra Bob. That sounds like a good list?
It's perfect. At least for my taste.
Yeah, I think I have Zabu ahead of Hood, and Nico and Torch are really, really close. But I think I am fundamentally happy with that being the placement. Like, I think compromise. I don't think I'm supposed to be perfectly happy here. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Hey, the number 2 spot is way more full. Every spot is more full than number 1. There aren't that many good ones. We're going to have to just start by eliminating 2s when we get started. So I'm just going to read a million 2-drops. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's get to the actual 2-drop slot. We have Agent Venom, Black Swan, U.S. Agent, Cable, who I wrote on here twice because I'm an idiot, Madam Web, Falcon, Toxin, Dagger, Dazzler, Fenris Wolf, Havoc, Grandmaster. I had to delete someone, I don't even remember who, and add Adam Warlock, Kate Bishop, Iron Patriot, Victoria Hand, Mysterio, Morbius, Ravonna, Psylocke, Sam Wilson, Scream, Shadow King, Thena, Swarm, and Cable again. What card are we eliminating? Can I eliminate one right away?
Yeah, go.
Can we just get rid of Dagger? It's not good enough anymore. The nerf really hurt it.
I take that. Then I go with Dazzler. So we have the DD gone.
So Dagger gone. Wait, what other
Dagger,
card? I'm sorry.
Dazzler.
Dazzler? Yeah, Dazzler can definitely be gone.
WD gone.
Cable can go, right? It's just not good enough for the top end.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, I'll delete Cable twice. So now I don't know what the hell to eliminate. Mysterio, I guess.
That's fair. Sarah control is not a big factor anymore. The Sasquatch Mockingbirds are not that good anymore.
And now it gets hard, right? Like 2 drops are really good. Falcon and Toxin can go, I think.
Yeah,
They're
I don't
good.
feel like
They're just not going to be.
they're good, but I don't feel like they're that solid. Most of them is like Falcon more likely in bounce and Toxin in move bounce and normal bounce. So we could even cut Black Swan at this point.
Yeah, we could
If you
definitely cut Black Swan. I think we can cut Agent Venom, honestly. It's 1 deck.
true.
Okay, we're getting down to a reasonable number quickly. How about Thena and Swarm gone? Swarm is 1 deck. It's great in 1 deck, but it's 1 deck. And we're probably going to end up with Bullseye on the 3 drops.
From that point of view, yeah, we can get rid of Swarm easily.
Psylocke gone?
That's a hard
We're just
one.
short on space. Is Psylocke going to be one of the 5 we talk about here?
Okay, true. Like Psylocke in negative or in the weekend can feel really good, but probably it's not as good as the other 2s we have here. Like I see already 2 that have to be on the top 5s. Yeah, let's get rid of that.
Grandmaster and Havoc can probably go.
Fair.
And now we're down to, I think, Jesus Christ. The ones that have a real shot of making the list. I think there are 12, which is an awful lot that could end up making this list. We have U.S. Agent, Madam Web, Fenris Wolf, Adam Warlock, Kate Bishop, Iron Patriot, Victoria Hand, Morbius, Ravonna, Sam Wilson, Scream, and Shadow King.
How about cutting Morbius?
Yeah, 1 deck card. Done. Morbius is gone. I think Shadow King has to go in this current meta.
Yeah. Isn't
Can we cut
Fenris?
US?
Yeah.
Fenris go? Fenris and US Agent go?
Yeah. They're not that versatile if you want to go on wider range.
Now we're at 8. And, okay, so how about Adam Warlock goes because he's just not proven enough yet?
Oh, he's yeah. I thought we cut him as well. Yeah. Get out.
So now I want all 7 of these cards on the list. Sam Wilson has to go, yes? Which of these cards is it better than?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, probably Sam could go.
And now I don't know what to cut.
So we have.
Now I don't know what to cut.
We have Web.
Okay, so let's figure out what number 1 is then. Madam Web, Kate Bishop, Iron Patriot, Victoria Hand, Ravonna, and Scream. Which of those is the best 2-drop in the game? I would argue Iron Patriot.
I would have argued Scream.
I'm going to go with the multiple decks over the 1 deck, especially because in 3 days from this being released, the new card that means Luke Cage is in every deck comes out.
True. I mean, yeah.
So
yeah. We
Iron Patriot 1, Scream 2?
Sure.
Okay. And then we've got Madam Web, Kate Bishop, Victoria Hand, Ravonna. Can we cut Madam Web?
The player rate of move is going down. Madam Web could be like a good top 6, but yeah. Web is cuttable.
Okay. So then what is number 3? Kate, Victoria, or Ravonna? I lean Victoria.
I mean, from the versatile effect, probably Kate is more versatile, but from power level wise, Victoria is probably stronger.
I'm fine either way. Your call.
Let's go with Kate. I want to get like a top 3 card that's like played in like a lot, like Iron Patriot. Let's go with Kate 3 and Ravonna, Victoria on 4.
And then Ravonna at 5. Perfect.
Yeah.
So our top 5 2-drops in Marvel Snap right now are Iron Patriot, Scream, Kate Bishop, Victoria Hand, and Ravonna Renslayer. Cool. That sounds good.
I like that. It's a good fit of everything.
Yeah. I think that we got that right. Madam Web would be number 6 there. She's really hard to cut. Top 3 drops, there's another 26 3 drops, so we're just going to have to delete a bunch. We've got, I think I might even missed a couple. Beast, Brood, Bullseye, Copycat, Cosmo, Debris, Frigga, Gambit, Gladiator, Hitmonkey, Hope Summers, Juggernaut, Venom, Killmonger, Luke Cage, Mobius M. Mobius, Mystique, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Red Guardian, Silver Surfer, Rocket and Groot, Sage, Rogue, Speed, Surtur, and Vulture. Which of these are we deleting? What has no chance of making it? I have an easy one, I think.
I go with
Negasonic's
Gambit.
gotta go. Okay, Negasonic and Gambit, done. I can live with that. Negasonic and Gambit are gone. Gambit's really good. The step below. What else can we cut here?
Venom.
Yep. I didn't even bother putting Carnage in 2. That's, by the way, the card I deleted to put Cable twice by accident. It just occurred to me. Because I was like, oh yeah, the Destroy cards. Can we cut Rogue?
Yeah.
She's not going to make the top 5. If Red Guardian's a card, Rogue is not in the top 5.
That's true.
Vulture?
Shit,
that's all I got. Great. Happy to cut Vulture. Copycat, I guess, has to go. What? Yeah.
I just said Copycat too.
Yeah, it's got to go. Remember when Copycat was like number 1 on this list like 2 months ago? Game moves fast, friends. Debris can go.
Yeah.
No?
I was thinking about it, but yeah.
Monkey?
Monkey can go.
Speed's gonna have to go.
Speed can go. Brood can go too.
Yeah. Do we have... I didn't put Shaw here. Good. Shaw would go at this point too.
Surfer.
Surfer is the number 2 and 3 deck right now on the Infinite Leaderboard, sir.
Do we need Beast? Since we cut like almost every move card,
yeah. We have our move representative on the top 5s in Human Torch. We are down to... Now I have no idea what to cut. We are at 15 cards, and I think all 15 of these have a real case for top 5. Does it just Mystique go? As good as she is?
I thought like Mystique should be top 5, but seeing all the other cards here, Mystique should go, yeah.
Can we cut Cosmo too?
Yeah.
Cosmo's like all-time meta top 5, but I don't think current meta top 5, you know?
Do we need MMM?
If we... right now? Or like maybe? I don't know, let's cut it, it's fine.
It's just like an ultimate against negative, but we shouldn't just aim for that.
I think Rocket and Groot can go.
Fair. Sage
can probably go also, right?
Sage can go. What about Frigga? I like Frigga, but I think
Frigga has to stay.
Really?
I mean, Victoria handless, at least at this point. Victoria handless and move bounce. I guess she's not played quite as much anymore. Okay. And bullseye-less.
True.
I don't know. Can we keep her for now? Let's cut Hope.
Oh, that's fair. True.
Do we need Juggernaut? Juggernaut's like a good, like, almost 5, but not quite.
I don't know. I really enjoy Juggernaut. It's like... I would stay a little bit with Juggernaut if we can cut something else too. I would love to see him in top 5.
I mean, we can cut Luke, but then we're going to have to put him back in like a week.
True.
I'm fine cutting Killmonger.
That's what I want to say, yeah. Killmonger can
go. Does Surtur go with his most recent nerf?
Yeah.
Here, at this point, let's start ranking 1 to 5. Because we got 8. So what's the number 1 3-drop of what we have left? Red Guardian, right?
Yep.
Okay. What's the number 2? Gladiator?
It's depending. I could go with Gladiator or Surfer. I don't know. You said like Surfer top 3 deck.
How about Gladiator? And then we figure out what the last spot is.
Okay.
Or do you think Bullseye doesn't make it?
I mean, it's like the same with Swarm. It's just one deck. So if we cut
Is
Swarm,
Bullseye better than Surtur?
not next week if we argue with Luke Cage. Next week
So all
everybody
right,
plays Cage.
so Surtur goes over Bullseye, I guess, barely.
Yeah.
So the last spot is Frega, Juggernaut, or Luke Cage. It's got to be Luke, right?
If you really say about Vision to next week, then it's probably Luke. Luke and then Juggernaut would be 6 and Frigga 7.
I like it. I think we have to like this when this releases. We're 2 days, 3 days from Diamondback Armageddon, right? Like,
Can't wait for that.
yeah.
Now with that, even
The,
Red Guardian looks even stronger now. Like Red
yeah, Red
Guardian
Guardian's
next
so
week.
clearly number one, right?
Diamondback, Luke Cage, so many good hits for Red Guardian. It's crazy.
Gladiator is number 2. I think I like because Gladiator is just like keyword big, right?
Depends on like the meta, but right now against the Kitty decks, it's like always a safe hit. Against probably the Affliction stuff, it's really good. I like
So
Gladiator.
I had stopped playing him in metas where Surtur, like the first time that Surtur came out, I stopped playing him. This time, the mill decks that played him were totally fine into Surtur.
Wait, yeah, I see
So
that.
like, I don't know what the difference is, but Gladiator's really, really good right now.
It's just like a
Also,
lot of
Gladiator's really
tempo.
good into Affliction bullshit, right?
Kinda. It's like a free 8. Like even if you man-thing the Gladiator lane, you're still fine because then it's like a free 6. So it's so
Well,
strong.
it can kill everything in the deck too if you play it on curve, because you probably didn't make anything have negative power, so it could even kill like Ajax and stuff.
That's true.
Like, actually, I guess it never kills Man Thing, but it kills everything else.
Fair.
Yeah.
My
And then
special talent with Gladiator is I always pull Wiccan on with Gladiator. Like that's my special talent.
on Wiccan curve for you, yeah,
Yeah,
sounds right.
on Wiccan curve. I'm just always sad when I see Wiccan and play Gladiator.
So our top 5 3-drops are Luke Cage, Surtur, Silver Surfer, Gladiator, and Red Guardian. We would get yelled at by for having Surfer there by a lot of people, but Surfer's just really good right now. And I don't really see it getting worse because it could just slot in Luke.
Just a side question. Does the PowerPoint on the link you sent me should switch too because I have to watch your stream because it's like stuck. I still
So
see the
yeah, it
files.
stays on the screen for the podcast exactly the same. That's why I keep reading it out loud because the podcast doesn't get the uploaded thing.
Okay.
For whatever reason, the Riverside app we use doesn't update the slideshow to show what it is now. It's very annoying, and I wish I knew how to
Okay.
fix that. But like, there's no
All right.
real solution for that. So the top 5 is Luke, Surtur, Silver Surfer, Gladiator, Red Guardian.
Perfect.
On to the 4 drops. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I feel like that's even easier than the freeze.
Well, we got a lot to eliminate. There's a few. So Antivenom, Absorbman, Ares, Cull, Captain Marvel, Doom 2099, Dracula, Enchantress, Galacta, Gwenpool, Lad, Malekith, Negative, Man-Thing, Misery, Moongirl, Moonstone, Shang-Chi, Supergiant, Wiccan, Wong, War Machine, Super Skrull, High Evolutionary. This is going to be easy. There's a lot to eliminate. Where do you want to start eliminating cards?
Absorbing Man.
Yep. Sounds good. Does Captain Marvel need to be here?
Nah. She had like a good week last season, but that's it.
Dracula can go.
Yeah.
Gwenpool?
Fair.
Iron Lad?
Malekith.
Yeah,
Iron Lad,
and
Malekith.
Negative can stay for now. Ares can go. Ares isn't better than Cull, right?
I would still
Sam
call.
Wilson is a card.
Do we need Carl though?
Let's keep him for now. He'll probably go, but let's keep him for now.
Okay.
Moongirl can go. And can Moonstone Moongirl can go?
Yeah.
By Moons. Supergiant goes.
My poor heart, but yeah.
Wong, War Machine, Super Skrull, and High Evolutionary can all go.
Yeah.
All right. So we are down to 10. that we have to eliminate from. These
That was
10
easy.
are, yeah, that was not difficult to get to 10. Antivenom, Cull, Doom 2099, Enchantress, Galacta, Mr. Negative, Man-Thing, Misery, Shang-Chi, and Wiccan.
What do you want to see? Like, what has to be on top 5?
Galacta and Doom.
Okay.
No?
Yeah. I'm just adjusting there. I haven't faced like any Doom deck since the nerf.
I have. It's still in America. It's fine. Galacta and Doom have to stay. Wiccan probably stays too, right?
Most likely. People will hate me for that, but yeah. It's cat.
Alright. We can chuck Enchantress. Yes, Shang stays maybe, but Enchantress is gone.
Yeah.
Cull is now gone, right? Cull's not better than these cards.
Yeah, definitely.
And now we're down to 8. What are we cutting here? Negative can go, I guess.
As good as he is as boring as well. Like, I'm fine with getting rid of negative.
Okay, fair enough. Alright. So Galacta, Doom, Wiccan are our top 3, right? Anything you think is above Wiccan or Doom?
There was like a
Antivenom,
time.
Man-Thing, Misery, Shang?
There was like a time when I called Antivenom the best 4-drop in a game. I'm just thinking about the fact, is it still that time, especially with next week?
I don't think Antivenom goes off the list. I could see it above even Doom. I can't see it above Galacta.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
Okay. So Antivenom goes to number 2 after Galacta. And now we just have one spot for Man-Thing, Misery, and Shang-Chi. Is it crazy to say it might be Misery?
I wanted to start with, but maybe just cut Shang. Like, honestly.
Yeah, so Man-Thing or Misery? I'm leaning Misery.
Yeah,
Misery's in like 6 decks.
With the popularity of Luke Cage next week, Man-Thing might be like just a 4/7.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That was fairly effective. Shang and Jory shows up to chat. All right. Also, dear chat, we record this for anyone who's wondering who we reply to once in a while live on Twitch. If you would like to join us live on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/PulseGlazer. It's usually recorded Thursday nights. Chat, if you have any questions, concerns, big things you want to argue, save it for the end of the podcast, and we will stop at the end and we will do a listener question section. Cool? Sounds good? So our top 5 fours are Galacta, Antivenom, Doom 2099, Wiccan, and Misery.
Would you argue Misery could be higher than Wiccan now?
I need more time. Wiccan was just in the number 1 deck 2 days ago, as of recording.
Okay.
Misery is good. I don't know if she's that good. Although she has a lot of homes right now.
Yeah, that's like my thing. It's so versatile, it's so strong. But
Wiccan's still in 50 decks.
He will always, probably.
Yeah. Sometimes you get +2 energy. All right. Top 5. 5 suck, just for the record. 5 is the new 4. It is right now, I think, the worst cost slot. Arrow, Ajax, Black Panther, Blink, Blue Marvel, Cannonball, Darkhawk, Gilgamesh, Iron Man, Claw, Legion, MODOK, Namora, Red Skull, Ronin, Sarah, Vision, Lady Deathstrike. I would take every single 4 over every single 5. I would take Misery over every single 5.
Lady D?
I would take Misery over Lady Deathstrike. Easily.
Really?
Lady Deathstrike has a quarter of 1 deck.
But I'm just trying to think about next week. Imagine now next week Lady Deathstrike running around against like the Cage people.
Sure. Fine, I guess, but that's still 1 deck. What are you playing her in that's not Mill?
That's
like
rude.
she's not good in anything else.
Fair.
Alright, let's get rid of some shit. Namora and Red Skull aren't making it, right?
Cut Ronin too, I guess.
Yeah. We can cut Vision.
Yeah.
Can we cut Sarah?
I haven't seen like any popular Sarah lists in a while, I guess.
All right, I'm going to keep Lady Deathstrike for now, but I'd be shocked if she makes it, just because it's one deck.
Mm.
Gilgamesh can go away, because who cares about it?
Darkhawk can go too.
Yeah. So, you know what really killed Darkhawk? Darkhawk was starting to come back. Adam Warlock being good is very bad for Darkhawk.
True.
Arrow goes. No, Arrow might stay. Black Panther goes. Black
I would
Panther,
just
Blink, Blue Marvel.
yeah.
All the bees.
Yeah.
Well, we're down to 8 again.
Yeah, I feel like
Which of the...
the threes and the fours are like the hardest, or the twos,
Yeah.
but everything else is like kinda easy.
Well, what's number 1 here? Arrow, Ajax, Cannonball, Iron Man, Claw, Legion, MODOK, Lady Deathstrike. Is it Iron Man? It might just be Iron Man. Iron Man always finds a way.
But if you think about the people with Red Guardian, I don't know about Iron Man though. If you don't say anything about Cosmos stuff, Iron Man is just
Claw can go. What is Claw doing here? Claw's just hiding.
oh true.
Okay, Iron Man has to make... All right.
Iron Man will be top 5. But
okay, that's fair. I think Ajax has to be top 5.
It's just weird. Yeah, but
yeah, I
probably.
know. The Luke week, but it still has to be. It's like the best card in that deck. Cannonball has to be top 5.
I would go then with Arrow. Arrow is probably cuttable. Except of Hela, or maybe a bit of Sutro. I don't feel like Arrow is like...
Which means our last spot is Legion, MODOK, or Lady Deathstrike. I think Lady Deathstrike goes. I want to get one discard card on here.
Wait,
and
we have
every
2 slots
discard
left.
list.
Oh, we just cut one, right?
Yeah, we only need to cut one.
Huh.
Then we can order.
Hmm.
I'd cut Lady D.
But MODOK is just one deck as well.
2 decks. 2 discard. At least 2 different discard decks, right? Where he's the absolute best card in both.
I mean, like, it's hard. Like, if you say, like, deck-wise, yeah, Lady D's just one. It will be just in one deck. With the vision of next week, Lady Deathstrike could be probably top 1, depending on how many people Diamondback play.
Well, see, the thing is, I don't think anyone plays Diamondback. I think people just play Luke.
Okay.
Like, I think Luke just takes spots in decks. And, like, you can kill that Luke, but if I'm not running Diamondback, then I don't think it matters.
Okay, then. Rest in peace, Lady Deathstrike.
All right. So what is number 1 of our 5 drops? We have our 5. Ajax, Cannonball, Iron Man, Legion, and MODOK. Is Cannonball number 1? Is Ajax number 1? These are not as good cards as the 4s.
Cannonball is good in Scream and in Clock. Ajax is just Ajax.
Well, Ajax is so good that the decks he goes and just make them Ajax decks, right?
Yeah.
And it's worth noting that as of recording, the highest win rate deck in the game is surprisingly the High Evolutionary Ajax list. And then like the other Ajax list is still like top 3 or 4.
Yeah, then let's go with Ajax and Cannonball.
Okay. Legion or Iron Man? MODOK is 5, right?
I love Legion. Like, if I can afford Legion, I always love him. But because there's like usually one bad lane, you can just outplay your opponent with a Legion.
Sounds good. So our 5 is then Ajax, Cannonball, Legion, Iron Man, and MODOK.
I like that.
And now it's time for the 6+. I decided I'm not doing an Arishem Death only list. So Alith, Apocalypse, Arishem, Arnim Zola, Death, Doom, Galactus, Gore, Heimdall, Hela, Magneto, Mockingbird, Odin, Onslaught, Spectrum, Thanos, She-Hulk, Scar, Infinite, Taskmaster.
Apocalypse? I don't know. Apocalypse can probably go right now.
Yeah, agreed. We have our discard card. I don't need another. I mean, Taskmaster can go.
Task can go.
She-Hulk, Thanos, Spectrum. Zola can definitely go.
Yeah.
She-Hulk, Thanos, Spectrum. Do we need any of those? Spectrum's fine, but she's not top 5.
Let's get rid of them. We can even cut like Odin. Or
yeah, I don't think Odin and Onslaught are here either. I love Galactus right now, but he's not top 5.
For sure not.
I don't think we need Doom either.
Do we need Gore?
Nope. Gore is really bad right now. There's just not a lot of on
Yeah,
reveal. People haven't noticed, but Gore is nowhere right now. And we're down to 9 here. Magneto has to go, right?
probably.
So does Hela, I guess.
Do we need Mockingbird?
Nope. And now we're down to 6. All right, number 1 is Arishem, right?
Yep, definitely.
All right. So number 1 is Arishem. From there, what would we say number 2 is? Scar?
I would rather go with. I really enjoy Eliav. I don't see Scar at all right now. Just everybody plays MMM right now, but power-wise, maybe. But I don't know.
So we do.
I would go with Eliav. Yeah.
Okay, let's go alive. You want to cut Scar?
It's hard. I
You
would
could
cut
also cut
Scar
Infinite.
or that's the thing. That's what I say. We cut Scar and Infinite.
Well,
Or do
we
we
only
have?
have to cut one.
Oh, then we cut
So
Infinite, I guess.
Death, then Heimdall. Heimdall is really good right now.
Yeah.
Also note that 3-4 is not out as of recording, but the bird, right, is going to make Heimdall better.
True.
If anyone plays it, it goes with Heimdall. Scar or Infinite?
Probably Scar.
Okay. Scar has to be above Heimdall, too. We almost had Infinite for the first time ever on this. All right. So our top 5 6s are Arishem, Alive, Death, Scar, and Heimdall. Now, we're going to take 2 minutes. We're going to actually go through all of this from the 1-drops again. Our top 5 1-drops, and if anyone in chat has questions, I know that dear Twitch viewers, podcast listeners and YouTube listeners, you will not see the chat, so we'll read them out loud. Does anyone have questions about the 1-drops, who are Hydra Bob, Miko, Human Torch, Zabu, and Hood? Any questions or arguments about 1-drops? Is there anything you think of right now, Tox?
The longer I think about Hood, the more I'm just surprised he never got nerfed.
He did get nerfed. He was a 1-2.
That's the thing. Like, they need to touch the demon, not the Hood.
There, I think he'll be a 1-5 relatively soon. I can't imagine they're not going to do something to him.
Probably. Like, with the delay of 1 month with the OTAs, like the OTAs are like always 1 month behind, they probably should see Hood's numbers going up. They have to touch him. Like, there's no way. I was counting with Hood changes like 2 OTAs ago with the introduction of Victoria.
I mean, Mill, Victoria Hand, Junk, Clog. He's just in everything.
Yeah.
Dragono asks, is Human Torch really the star 1-drop and move? In Heimdall move, I would say no, but in move bounce, I think he's the most important card because he's so cheap.
Yeah, like Aranya would have been an argument, but overall, if I don't run Killmonger or Shadow King my decks, like Human Torch is always the card I'm losing to, and it's just like it looks so easy. My opponent has like turn 4, and the Human Torch is already at, I don't know, 120 or something. I'm just getting so frustrated with this card.
So, I mean, also the other thing Human Torch is it's the easiest card in the world to frega because it's so cheap.
Yeah.
So, like, if you can frag a Human Torch, you just sit there with 2 120s, and it's really, really impossible to beat if you don't have Prio. Like, I've one of my big ways that I learned to win with the list was to figure out what lane they were going to Goliath and then just drop a Human Torch there. Because Goliath is a 6-9, but my 120 is a lot bigger.
True. I'm always just praying that I just play like Juggernaut Cosmo in the right order, and I just kick the cards to the Cosmo lane.
Here's hoping. Yeah. Oop, I punched the mic. Sorry about that. All right. We're going to take it to the 2-drops. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do we really think Hydra is worse than Nico right now? I was just thinking about that, about slot 4 and 5.
So,
with the argument that Iron Patriot and Adam Warlock are good right now,
I could see moving Hydra Bob up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see moving Hydra Bob up. It's a good argument. I'll take it. Hydra Bob, then Nico. Quick question. We've got a Series 4 card and 2 Series 5 cards here. Our listeners will know the answer to this when this episode comes out. Do you think Zabu, Hydra Bob, or Nico Minoru are going to drop down a series?
It has to be like at least one.
Which one? Pick one.
I would probably go with Nico.
I think both Zabu and Nico are going to series drop. Zabu has been in series 4 or 5 for 2 years now, and it's time. And I think Nico is
they
just
made
gotta.
With the last event we got, or the people got like X23 and Null for free. If they just go down with series with Nico, low collection people, just starting players can just get like 3,000 tokens and buy like now the full deck and have like the probably best destroy deck. So I wish Nico could drop.
Agreed. All right, so our series, 2 cost cards, and I'll start at number 5. Ravonna Renslayer is at 5, Victoria Hand is at 4, Kate is at 3, Scream is at 2, and Iron Patriot is at 1. This is an expensive ass list. The lowest card here is Ravonna at series 4. Everything else is series 5.
Well.
So, lovely Twitch chat. Any questions or arguments about the 2 drops? They're going to fight about 3 because 3 was completely crazy. Any questions or arguments about the 2 drops? And as they decide that, do you think any of these cards are going down in series? If so, which one?
I guess the only card would be like probably Ravonna. Like it's like the oldest card here in that list.
I wouldn't be totally shocked if they dropped Kate.
Already?
She's an enabler card, and she's not like a payoff. People don't buy Kate Bishop. You know what I mean?
I'm just like, usually with like the new drops and rating, I would be like surprised to see like a card that was like featured 4 seasons ago already to drop series. I would love it for free to play players, but that sounds so far away right now.
So a few people are saying, shouldn't Kate Bishop be above Scream because of the prominence of Luke? I think personally, I'm not ready to drop Scream until she actually drops. She's just been so powerful for so long.
The only card I don't think will drop for sure is Scream. Because they give us...
as far as which is better, Kate or Scream.
No. I was still thinking about you asked like who drops. Scream won't drop because there's like a $100 bundle with Cannonball Scream at mid-March.
Look, the last $100 bundle had X23 in it, and they gave that to us, so that might not be the like guarantee we think it is.
True.
A lot of people in chat are saying Ravonna is too high and Sam Wilson should be higher. What do you think? I'm going to tell you what I think while you think
I'm
about
not
this.
the biggest Sam fan.
I think Madame Web is better than either.
Maybe I'm just got blinded by like the Ravonna Moonstone combination with like the Iron Man Mystique stuff, but yeah, I feel like Web could be 5.
Yeah. So Ravonna, I think, is definitely better than Sam Wilson. Sam is very good, and he's a very nice enabler. But yeah, I think Madame Web has to be number 5.
Like Ravonna and Sam, if you get Ravonna out on 4 or 5, it could be still fine with the cheaper stuff. Sam Wilson on 4 or 5 just feels horrible. I never really want to play that out late curve.
OBS, if we're including tech cards, we are including tech cards. What tech card do we think belongs here, Obi? Because the only 2-drop text card really is Shadow King, and I don't think Shadow King in this meta has any business being on this list. Yeah, not in this meta. I just don't see it. And a few people are arguing for Kate Bishop above Scream. I just can't lower Scream. Scream has had... It wouldn't surprise me if since Scream's release, she's been the best card on Marvel Snap, period.
Yeah.
Like, maybe Luke Cage beats her, and maybe the Scream decks just run Enchantress and get more cubes.
Like,
Anything else, or are we good for threes?
I like it.
All right. So Madam Web actually makes a change, making then Madam Web Victoria Hand. Victoria Hand. I like the also Madam Web is Dex. Victoria Hand is Dex. Scream is Dex. Iron Patriot and Kate Bishop are just cards that go in Dex. So that's always hard to balance. U.S. Agent is a reasonable argument here. I can't see U.S. Agent above Madam Web with the nerf. It just doesn't feel as lane winning as it used to. It's good.
It is good, but not as good as like you play move, you get the web, you might just snap with like a move card already. While US Agent is like not safe. You maybe win or could win like a lane, but you still have to put like a lot of power to win like a lane against like a Scar play or something. So I don't see US. US could be like top 7-ish, but not top 5.
U.S. Agent, Ravonna, and Shadow King, I think, are like the next 3 cards here. But I just think that they're worse. I think they're close. And I could see Shadow King rising, right? But it's close.
Yeah, we have too many 5s in a game. 2s.
And now it is time for everyone to yell at us, and we will figure out what is likely to series drop while they do so. This one actually has 2 Series 3 cards in it, and a Series 4. We've got our top 5 3 drops. Number 5 is Luke, number 4 is Surtur, number 3 is Silver Surfer, number 2 is Gladiator, number 1 is Red Guardian. And I have no idea if Luke or Mobius belongs in that 5 spot. We're giving extra, credence to Diamondback coming out in a couple days. Do you think Surtur, Gladiator, or Red Guardian can drop series?
Gladiator could be Series 3 because it's like still skill and you need still a good understanding of the game to know if you want to play Gladiator or not. But he could be a Series 3 card. Red Guardian is like one of the best threes in the game. Am I fine with him being Series 4? Probably.
I mean, I think he's going to be a Series 4.
Yeah, it's not a
I
wrong
think
call.
he has to be. Shang Enjoyer wants to argue for Frigga. Look, I can see Frigga being here. I just think Frigga's a little bit behind Luke. I would go Luke, Mobius, Frigga, I think, and then maybe Juggernaut as my next few cards. Frigga's close.
I honestly, yeah. I feel like every card on top 5 could drop like one series. Like Surtur could be still a good Series 4 card.
They're not dropping Surtur. I
They
bet
nerfed
almost anything
him.
they're not dropping Surtur.
I feel like
they're not dropping him.
I don't know.
Another argument for Mobius. I could see Mobius. I just think that there's games where I feel like Mobius does nothing, but if you build your deck for Luke Cage, there's almost no games where Luke does nothing. Because your worst case for Luke is you run a card like Anti-Venom, right?
Yeah. I'm really surprised nobody argues about Silver Surfer. He just sneaked in the middle of the tier list and nobody said something.
Frostman says Surtur is overrated. Maybe. Surtur could fall off the list relatively quickly. I just think the list is still really powerful.
I mean, it could
I don't
drop.
ever want to Frigga. I don't like frigging Madam Web. I don't think that's a good play most of the time.
It's so slow.
Yeah. Cassandra is close too. Cassandra I could see being there. I don't think Cassandra's better than Luke, right? I think that's a tier below. 3s are just really, really good, I think, is what we're seeing. And 3s have to be really good because otherwise you just don't run 3s and run 4s instead and run Zabu and Psylocke, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. We evolved from Zabu being one of the best cards in the game and only playing 4-drops, and nobody really cares about 3-drops, to now 3-drops are probably better than 4s.
Yeah. Well, better than all but the top 4s anyway.
Yeah.
Gambit is just... I don't think Gambit's even close, to be perfectly honest. Gambit's a powerful card, but I don't think it's even close.
Gambit is a good low collection card. Like Shotgun 1 Gambit is fine, but that's it.
Question about Sage. I just don't think Sage quite reaches these heights. I think Sage is very good. But outside of the Havoc deck, and the Havoc deck is like Sage is great there, but like she's the third or fourth best card in that list. I think Sage is just a really, really great complementary piece.
I mean, casually she can get like to 10 powers. 310 is like not awful, but
Sure, but
I
Surtur
see.
gets to 311,
Yeah, yeah, like
right?
that's the
Surfer
point.
is like a 312 as a downside. Gladiator and Red Guardian aren't that much power, but like when you play them,
I mean, Sage is more versatile than Surtur, if you say that.
yes, yes.
But
But
except from the
Surtur's deck,
versatility,
yeah, yeah. Look, I could see Sage being in Surtur's spot fine-ish, I guess. For the current meta, I think I'm fine with Surtur being above it. All right, to 4 drops, and let's have everyone yell at us for not having Shang-Chi here. We have Misery, Wiccan, Doom 2099, Anti-Venom, and Galacta. This is all Series 5 cards. And I don't think a single one of them's dropping Series, do you?
only not even that. Yeah, probably not. Like I only could imagine Weekend, but since he's in the spotlights in March, probably he won't drop. So yeah, that's a rough one.
I could pseudo imagine Misery. It's just, she's so good right now. Like, and they can sell her to us, right?
Anti-Venom drops because he
Wiccan, I
will
could see.
be in a bundle. Could be like a
Yeah.
good marketing thing.
Yeah. Galacta, Anti-Venom, and Doom aren't dropping. They're just not. All right. Is there anyone that wants to argue with any of our placements for these 5s or, sorry, for these 4s at all? Moonstone will be here in 1 month. Maybe. I think it's far more likely that Kahori or Agent Carter makes it than Moonstone. Like, dude, I think Kahori is going to be on this list.
I could see that. I mean, it's like always depending on what they buff and nerf, but if the meta kind of stays like that, probably.
Yeah,
Or one
yeah, I
out
don't
for
think. I
Iron
think
Man.
Ironland's going to be a Series 3 card. Moonstone Ravonna is very strong, but Mobius is also very, very strong. Like, I can't run. Every time I run a Moonstone Ravonna deck, at least at high infinite, I feel like I'm just waiting for Mobius to drop and me to be very sad.
Mm.
Thoughts on Super Skrull? Super Skrull's great, but so meta dependent, right? I don't like cards that can do absolutely nothing. I think is what a lot of my bias here is. I want to be able to use cards offensively and defensively for them to really make the list, and I can't really use Super Skrull or Mobius offensively. They're just defensive cards, and that makes it hard. Whereas at least Luke I can use as an offensive card and run things like Man Thing or Anti Venom. What are your thoughts?
I don't feel like Super Skrull is right now like one of the good cards. Like only if you don't want to run like a Luke Cage and you want to steal it, but
Yeah.
I don't think the meta right now is like that high ongoing stuff. We don't see any goers most of the time. Iron Man maybe a bit, but that's like not a big issue. Sam Wilson ongoing is like useless with Super Skrull, so I feel like 60% of the time when I run like Super Skrull is like bad. The only time I ran Super Skrull in the last few weeks was with the one hot location, with the museum hot location where everybody played Doom. Like that's the only time Super Skrull felt good.
It's a decent card in a Doom 2099 deck too, because you don't play all your cards in Doom 2099, so you're fine with certain things just sitting in your hand until you need them. Like, it's really good. It wins you the mirrors. It gets you the occasional like Iron Man that wins you the game, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I wish I would have played Super Skrull when everybody was playing Victoria, so you could like Victoria and Super Skrull to be extra greedy.
Yeah. No, great job thinking of that. Literally a month and a half later.
Well,
all right. Seems like we have no other real arguments here. So our 5 drops are weird because 5-drop is a weird spot. This is the one I'm least confident about, I think. Our 5 is MODOK. Our 4 is Iron Man. Oh, I should, I guess, be putting these on the screen. Oh, I can't put them on the screen. That's why I'm reading them out. Got it. Our 5 is MODOK. Our 4 is Iron Man. Our 3 is Legion. Our 2 is Cannonball. And our 1 is Ajax. Any major arguments? Cannonball is way too high at number 2, is what's said. And then no Kang. No Kang.
I
I
like
think
Frostman.
Cannonball. I too like Frostman.
You said Lady
I
D's higher
disagree
than
with
Modok.
Frostman, but I
No,
like
that's why I
Frostman.
like him.
Oh, okay.
You saw the Lady Deathstrike vision.
I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see the Lady Deathstrike vision. I keep playing that card and then watching scalers just get slightly too big or just a +1 location or something, and then just getting frustrated.
Mm.
Like I love it in mill. It 100% belongs in that mill list. I just cannot fit it anywhere else, and whenever I try to, I regret it.
Arishem.
Okay,
Everything fits into
that doesn't
Arishem.
count. I don't play Arishem, so that's kind of a problem.
Okay.
MODOK does one thing for 2 decks, Frostman. There are 2 very good discard decks in Marvel Snap. Also, I think I like having, like, we've got Human Torch on the list for Zabu. Sorry, Human Torch on the list to represent Move and then Sword of Madam Web, right? We got Surfer for Surferless. We have, like, a thing to represent most major archetypes. Except Destroy, because Destroy.
The good card about MODOK is he has one of the best pixel variants in the game. The fart
He
one.
does. Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You should have fit Hellcow too, just for that reason.
Oh, true.
All right. Seems like there's no major concerns over. Also, I think MODOK's going to be a Series 3 card.
I
And
see that.
I wouldn't be shocked if Legion was too.
Could Cannonball drop to 4?
I don't think so. They're selling him in that bundle. People are arguing Legion and Iron Man over Cannonball. What do you think?
Legion over Cannonball. I could see that. Like, I barely see
I don't
any
hate
clock.
Legion over Cannonball.
I barely see, like, Legion is again like only 1 or 2 archetypes, but Legion has more impact most of the time than a Cannonball.
Okay. Iron Man over Cannonball. I think I'm still higher on Cannonball with Red Guardian all over the place.
Yeah. He should be happy that he's in the top 4. He shouldn't grab for the skies.
He's a Series 1 card. He's our only, like, non-series... Hang on. We've got Hood, Series 3, Zabu, Series 4, Torch, Series 3, Hydra Bob. Yeah, he's our only low series card here. At least so far. Lucas Series 3. There's all Series 5 cards in top. Yeah. Our only Series 1 card is Iron Man.
That's crazy.
Unless there's a 6-drop. There is not a 6-drop. Oh, Heimdall is Series 1, right?
Is he?
We have
I thought Series 2.
Arishem, Elias, Death, Scar, and Heimdall as our top 5 6s. Any arguments? And this is... I don't think Eliath is dropping, but I think Eliath should drop.
I don't know. I really enjoy like when I play Wiccan. I played so many Wiccan decks, but I always missed like an Eliath on 6. But yeah, Gore is not that strong right now because we barely have like any unrevealed decks. It's like most like just ongoing Doom stuff, Stream stuff. If maybe Thanos rise in popularity, Gore could be like top 3. But I don't see Gore right now as high. Like usually there was time when I played Gore and he was like a 18, 20 power card, 19, 17 power card. Now most of the time it's like an 11 if it comes good. So I don't know. Especially because Misery runs around and she just killed like Hood and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I was running a Hella list recently and people were like, "Where's Gore? Where's Gore?" And I was like, "Look at the board and count how much power is Gore." It's like Gore's like a 6/6 right now, and it's just you can't do that. Like you play it into a Surtur list and you're like, "Great, I have 0 chance of winning." Like it's still good sometimes, right? But like you can't run a 6-drop that's not really good into the meta. Also, no Doom question. I think Doom is only good with Doom. And we already have Doom 2099. Meanwhile, Heimdall has, I think, 2 to 3 different decks right now where he's really good.
Scream, Suitor, and Move. Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
Do you think if Mill loses some popularity, Death will just completely drop out of the top 5?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't think Mill's going to lose popularity. I think Mill just gets better and better. Like, I think Mill is our new Sarah list.
That's why I enjoyed it 2 days ago.
I don't think Gore has any business being near the list right now. I just don't. Like, if we move into an Ajax meta, there's very few on reveals in that deck, right? There's very few on reveals in the Surtur deck. It's good against Surfer, but like, I just don't know what I'm supposed to be beating with it right now.
Gore is like top 5 if you play Thanos by yourself, but again, who except of me plays Thanos?
Yeah, exactly. Thanos just isn't really it right now. Argument for Magneto. I just think Heimdall's in better decks than Magneto at the moment.
Yeah, because he's in move.
Well, but besides move, it's also like I think Heimdall is better in the Scream decks, and I think Heimdall goes in Surtur decks. And
Wait, you think Heimdall is better in Scream decks than Magneto?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Everyone plays around Magneto. No one plays around Heimdall.
everybody calls Heimdall Cope.
But yeah, they say that, but like check the win rates. One has like a win rate in that deck that's through the roof, and one doesn't. And like Magneto doesn't ever go in a Scar deck, and Heimdall's great in Scar decks. Scar Scream, sure, but it's still a Scar deck.
Magneto, Magneto's really good if you play against Scar people, because sometimes you can move like all the 4/10s to like one lane, but except of that, it's hard.
Yeah. I like Magneto a lot. Magneto is probably my number 6 here. Like, I think Magneto's better than Gore right now.
Wouldn't Hela be number 6, possibly?
Maybe. Hela's still got a low win rate and a high cube rate, because Hela puts cards wherever the hell she wants. Right? Like, that's always the problem. Sometimes Hela's like, hey, we win. Sometimes Hela's like, all your 6s are in one location. Stop playing me. All right, fine. All right, that's going to be it for this episode. Let's get to our final segments, where we are going to talk about our variant of the week. Roy told me he was going to be on this one before he had work to do, so we're going to do his favorite card of Kate Bishop. I chose the newest Kate Bishop, the one with Clint Barton in the background, because I think that one looks really cool. I love the art. I love the coloring, the like sort of purple and background. A bunch of backgrounds look great on this. I love this one. Which one did you choose, Toxic?
I choose the Flaviano one. Since like my favorite is not released, it has to be Flaviano. I love all his variants. It's just, yeah, it talks to me. Like, even like if you look at the image, like the arrows, so colorful with the thing on in her face, it just makes so much sense. I don't know.
My only problem with Flaviano variants, I think he'd be in my top 5, and I'm not sure he is that I don't really want to split Flavianos. He does such cool things with colors that I feel like splitting makes his stuff worse. Although splitting makes everything worse right now, but you know what I mean.
That's why you never got like your golden Hawkeye.
I mean, I've got my lovely, ugly Hawkeye. Thanks. Hey, Tox. Why should people follow you on Twitch?
Because usually I'm like everyday life, so if people can't sleep in EU times, or if people need something to watch, if usually there's like always me on the Twitch mouse snap section. Like, I'm like one of the most featured people in the category. Like, you can't go into mouse snap category without seeing me probably being there. And we'll have like at least 8 good hours of snap together.
So I think that's a really good point and a really good sales pitch for you. Tox works full time and then streams 8 hours a day. So I don't know if you realize that's like 17, like he also eats sometimes. That's like 7 showers. So that's like 17 or 18 hours of a day that he's really, really busy. And anyone who puts that much work into it, I know my viewers appreciate this. Anyone who puts that much work into succeeding really does deserve a chance at the very least. And I love his content, and I think he deserves more than this. I think he deserves great success. But from you, dear viewer, who's never checked him out on Twitch, I think he deserves a chance just for the sheer amount of amazingly high quality work he puts into this. So please do go check out ToxicSoulKing TTV.
Thank you.
Whew.
I'm getting emotional.
Oh, you're the best, man. All right. Patreon.com/SnapJudgments is how you can support us. And because this is the podcast, I have to read all these names as fast as possible. So we're going to kick it off with Ocularis. Oh, actually, a quick announcement. Anyone who's seeing this the day it comes out, Sunday, I don't know what Sunday's date is. 8 days from recording, which is whatever. Sunday, February 24th, I believe, 23rd, something like that.
23rd.
23rd will be our next streamathon. We're going to do a major streamathon with huge giveaways. So please make sure you check it out on Twitch. We're going to give, I don't know what the packages and bundles will be, but we're going to give away hundreds of dollars in Marvel Snap stuff. So please make sure you check it out on twitch.tv/PulseGlazer if you're interested. That is also apparently the Obi front page day. So go check out our friend Obi Haved as well on the front page of Twitch if you're interested. That is OBI Haved, like O Behaved, except BI instead of BE. Got it? So Obi Haved will be on the front page of Twitch, and you should check him out too that day. We will be giving out stuff. Obi will be giving out stuff. It's going to be a huge, huge, huge celebration of all things Marvel Snap. Come join the stream operation. All right. So our patron of the month is Ocularis, and then Abigail, Matt Turban, Eric Sally B, Inc., I'm Frostman, Poten Navarrete, Thinking Poker, Prime, Ryan Burke, Ryan Wood, Caretics Lee, Koi Ray, Kazushi Archangel 3K, Black Dahlia, Pyrofrost, The Goat Seeker, Hollowed, Nightmare, Only Fox, Synth, Fat Dick, Dirty Casual, Mr. Cruffle, Cables, Ginger Prime, Phil, Bracco, Chapel, Kennelers, The Danger, The Biz of Black Jeebus 23, Exorcist, Gibby G, Jessica Gamble, Slash Death, King of Bros, Great Kazoo, Werewolf, Skepsioto, Lunacris, Lamb, Colonel Forbin, Rob Silverman, M. Holland, David G. Wingfield, Stephen, Brian Coffin, Tristan H. Martin, Jason B, Mr. Chris Dave, Matt B, Ren Ridge, Corman, John Q, Jim McHugh, Yes Out, 8 Stays, One Big Man, Mike Milkman for Real, Sketch Stack, BG, Quip Pro Joe, Snap Precision Joe, Models, Monster Supreme, Green Goblin, Unibot, Flumphy, 6 Foot, The Fazella, Spectrums, Who, MBTB, Shannon, Matt H, DJ, Megadix, Snowflex, Nick the Greek Geeks, Zodrex, the King of Canada, Denman, Falcon, Fa, Thor, Newman, Jonesy, Two Ties, the Great Loaders, the Parking Tucker, and of course, Gunny T, where the T stands for. Thanks for joining me, Tox.
I just looked away for 1 second and I already missed like where you were on that list. It's crazy.
I goes fast. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching this week. Don't forget to follow ToxicSoulKing TTV. I'll see you on Twitch tomorrow at twitch.tv/PulseGlazer, everybody. And don't forget to check out Obi Haved while you're there, as he is going to have a bajillion viewers. Thanks for watching. See you, I don't know, soon for more Snap Take. Oh, tomorrow I'll have another video. Duh. See you then for more Snap Take. Peace.